Hello? Shakespeare, is that you?
What's that, Christina?
Oh, nothing. I just thought I saw someone.
Who?
Well, no one, I guess. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm Christina with Shakesbears. We are Shakespeare with puppets, and there!
I saw this time. Wow, that was beautiful. It almost looked like...
Like who?
Oh, wow! Alvin Ailey!
At your service.
Wow! Well, everyone, welcome to today's People of Power episode, featuring famous choreographer and arts education advocate, Alvin Ailey.
Mr. Ailey, it's a real pleasure.
Thanks, Shakespeare. Nice to meet you too. And you, Christina.
Thanks.
Mr. Ailey, you left a lasting legacy in ballet and modern dance. A lot of your work was influenced by your experiences as a child. Can you start by telling us a bit about your childhood?
Sure. I was born during the Great Depression, the year 1931, in a very small town in Texas.
Oh, my hometown of Rogers, Texas. There's a street named after you. I used to live right by it.
Oh, nice, Christina. It wasn't always easy for me in Texas. My mom was a single parent and we were very poor. The South was also segregated at the time, which meant that black people were not allowed to occupy the same spaces as white people.
Segregation laws were awful, unjust policies, the damage from which can still be seen and felt to this very day.
On top of that, I was super shy, and I always felt different from the other kids. You see, I knew I was gay from a really young age, and I felt I had to hide it for pretty much all of my life.
At the time, there was pretty much no support for the LGBTQIA+ communities. And while we've come a long way since then, in large part thanks to the work of people like Alvin Ailey, LGBTQIA+ communities are still fighting for equal rights and equal treatment.
Yeah, still something that really influenced me from my time in Texas were the Baptist church services that I used to attend with my mom, especially the music.
But at a certain point, your family left Texas.
When I was 11 years old, we moved to LA. That's when things started changing for me. I started taking dance classes at Lester Horton Dance Theater.
Lester Horton was a big influence on your work, right? He did a lot for the legacy of modern dance.
And he was always an advocate for racial diversity in his dance company. His was the first multiracial dance school in the United States. He was my mentor, and when he unexpectedly passed away, I even took over leadership of the company for a year.
Amazing! After that, you took the plunge and moved to the Big Apple. New York City!
That's right.
You studied with even more incredible artists in New York. Tell us about that.
I studied dance with people like Martha Graham and even studied acting with Stella Adler.
Hey, I studied acting at the Stella Adler studio. Shout out!
That's great, Christina.
So, what did you do with all of this training and experience?
Well, I worked as a dancer for a while. I took pretty much whatever gig I could get, but I also danced in a few Broadway shows.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Herald Square.
Shakespeare? No.
Oh, sorry. Continue, Mr. Ailey.
Well, I started noticing that there were still so few opportunities for black dancers, so I started creating my own work. I began choreographing my own dance pieces.
Alvin Ailey's debut choreography was performed at the 92nd Street Young Men's and Young Women's Hebrew Association, or the 92nd Street Y. This first performance included Blues Suite, which drew a lot of influence from the people and music from Ailey's childhood in Texas.
Yeah, I got a lot of good attention from that piece. It gave me the confidence to keep creating. 2 years later, I premiered my third original choreography called Revelations.
Wow! Revelations was a huge success. It basically shot you to stardom as one of the best choreographers in America.
Well, thanks, Shakespeare. Yeah, Revelations was and still is a huge success. It's still performed regularly by my dance company.
Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater.
That's right. I wanted to enrich American modern dance and preserve the uniqueness of the African American cultural experience with my new dance company.
The initial company of 8 dancers were all black, but the company expanded very quickly.
Right. I'm proud of how diverse the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater has always been.
One of these dancers was Judith Jameson, who would eventually take Mr. Ailey's place as the artistic director of the company.
Judith Jameson. Haven't we heard that name before?
Yes, Shakespeare! Remember Dr. Mae Jemison, the astronaut? She told us that she took a poster of Judith Jameson performing the dance piece Cry up to space with her aboard the space shuttle Endeavour.
Oh, yeah!
Wow, that's incredible! A picture of one of my choreographies in space. Yeah, Cry is a very special piece for me. I created it as a birthday gift to my mom. I especially meant for my friend Judith to perform it.
That's wonderful!
Here's a quote from Judith Jameson's autobiography, Dancing Spirit, about the piece.
It was a birthday present for Alvin's mother. You see, she was coming from Texas to see her son's company, and Alvin knew she'd be celebrating a birthday in New York. So Alvin decided the nicest present he could give his mother was a ballet. Cheering audiences still have Alvin's birthday present to his mother.
Now, despite your success, you struggled quite a bit later in your life.
Yes, the stress of hiding my real identity as a gay man became more and more difficult. It led to health problems in both my mind and my body.
Despite his struggles, Alvin Ailey continued working to promote civil rights and arts education.
That's true. I always believed that dance is for everybody. I opened a dance school, now called the Ailey School, in 1969. And one of the last things I did was start Ailey Camp, a free 6-week dance camp for kids that serves communities in 10 different cities.
Alvin Ailey passed away at the age of 58 from complications due to AIDS in 1989.
Wow! You accomplished so much in your lifetime and built a lasting legacy for artists, activists, and young people everywhere.
Thanks, Shakespeare. I'm glad to know I made an impact. After all, dance is for everyone.
Yeah, I even used to take dance classes at the Ailey School.
That's great. I'm glad, Christina. Well, thanks again, you two. Bye, Christina.
Bye, Mr. Ailey.
See you later, Shakespeare.
Bye, Mr. Ailey. I'm gonna work on my crochet.
To learn more about Alvin Ailey, check out these books from your local bookstore or your local library. Alvin Ailey by Andrea Davis Pinkney. Illustrated by Brian Pinkney. Little Legends, Exceptional Men in Black History by Vashti Harrison. For adults, check out Alvin Ailey, A Life in Dance by Jennifer Dunning, or Revelations, the autobiography of Alvin Ailey by Alvin Ailey. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. If you have an amazing person with black or brown skin that you would like to hear more about, let us know. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram, or send us a message on our website, Shakesbears.com. Special thanks to Troy Valjean Rucker, who voiced Alvin Ailey. You can directly support him here. And to Michelle Francesca Thomas, who voiced Judith Jameson. You can support her here. Our videos are released every Tuesday and Thursday, so we'll see you next time. Bye!